Let's move right on to more news and updates across the globe. And Bangladesh continues to remain on the boil. Days after the protesters ran amok and forced the PM, Sheikh Hasina, to flee, a fresh round of arson and vandalism has now begun. This comes even as the former Bangladesh premier is hunting for a country where she can take asylum. And amidst this turmoil, we spoke with Sheikh Hasina's son, Sajeeb Wazed, who stated that as of now, she has not decided where she will go. Let's listen into a slice of that conversation.
Your first reactions that we saw coming in yesterday, when we saw those events unfold, the tragic violence that was taking place, is that your very real fear that Bangladesh would be turned into Pakistan? That was your first reaction. Can you tell us what was going through your mind and why you said so?
Well, look, for the last 15 years, the Awami League has kept Bangladesh stable. It has kept Bangladesh developing. It has transformed Bangladesh. If you look at what's happening today, there is no law and order. So we have had our members of parliament killed. We have had the homes of each and every minister of our government has been burned down to the ground. We have had Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib's home where my entire family was murdered in the coup of 1975, and which was a museum, that has been burned down to the ground. His Bangabandhu's monuments are being destroyed. And mobs are ransacking everywhere. The police have, because these mobs, these protesters attacked the police and killed so many police officers, the police have quit. There is no law and order in the country. And now, from what I'm hearing, non-political houses are being looted as well. Temples, Hindu temple minorities are being attacked. Hindu temples are being attacked. And unfortunately, you do not have a government in Bangladesh. There is no government right now. They're trying to form one with our intellectuals, but these intellectuals do not have a political support base. And without that, who's going to follow their orders? It remains to be seen if they can even control, if they can even bring law and order back, let alone stability.
Right. And let me bring you back to, Sheikh Hasina herself. Have you spoken to her? She's in the national capital, New Delhi, at the moment, we understand. And what really have you discussed? Because there was talk of her heading to the United States, United Kingdom. There was even talk of Helsinki as a potential destination. What really are you hearing in terms of what really are her plans and where she hopes she would be able to live safely?
No, those are just rumors. She hasn't made no decision on that yet. She's going to stay in Delhi for a little while. My sister is there as well, so she's not alone. And she has not decided where she's going to live.
Right. But what can you tell her about tell us about her escape? And in fact, if you would have spoken to her, what were those circumstances around, and how tense were you at the moment that she was leaving Bangladesh?
Well, I was very tense, not because she was leaving Bangladesh, but because she didn't want to leave Bangladesh. And we in the family had to convince her. She said, "This is my country, I don't want to leave." And I said, the problem is this is not a political movement anymore. This is a mob, and they're going to kill you. And that is one thing we cannot have.
Right. And was there a 45-minute deadline by the military? What exactly was stated to her? Because the military provided her a transport aircraft, but we also heard them say that they're going to take over in the interim. Was there a deadline that was sent by the military or any other political force, maybe the student protesters? Can you take us through that?
No, there was no deadline, but there was a time estimate that within a certain amount of time, the protesters would reach the Prime Minister's residence. And so there was no deadline set, but there was an estimate that if we don't move within this time frame, then we won't be able to move.